Hey, let's fall in love. Think it over, girl. Come a little closer, girl. Hey, let's fall in love. Think it over, girl. I hit my note. Come a little closer, girl. 'Cause everybody needs someone to love. I've been dreaming of. Make sure I had the stories together. And I want to be the one. Woo! Y'all, the edible just kicked in, and I poured me an MF and Hennessy and Coke, and I told Tay my ass she was just going to have to wait for us to go get some crabs. So we finna have us a real good time down to this bitch. Okay, I was feeling real mellow at the top of the show. I was like, this edible had done took me down, but when I turned this light on, my personality just bubbled up to the top. And now I don't even know what all the hell finna happen down to the line. But we finna have a good time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, somebody don't clock me talking about Funky Dineva, you got that blouse on again? I do, bitch. I put it on just to do this show. I had a red shirt on. I didn't know if y'all hoes was gonna clock me. Whatever, honey. Y'all know I'm rich. I could buy several of these. I just put it on because I didn't want to dirty up no new clothes. Nevertheless, really quickly, down to the bar essence. Y'all is showing out with them tickets. Keep buying the tickets. Keep buying the tickets. Keep buying the tickets. Down to the bar essence. We're going to have a real good time. Y'all already know how we do it. DJ Slip, my boy out of Birmingham, coming through. We are going to take you on a musical journey. Anybody who's been to any of my down to the bar parties, they can tell you we takes it all the way back with them 90s R&B cuts that you had to have the B-side of the tape to remember. We're going to have a good time in New Orleans. Y'all go ahead and get y'all tickets now. The first 100 people, only y'all getting free drinks and gift bags. The rest of them hoes gonna have to make it enough. So I would encourage you and your girls to go ahead and get your tickets now, because I'm only giving free drinks and gift bags to the first 100. Everybody else gonna have to make it enough. Also, too, y'all don't forget, because it's a long way out, please don't wait until we 4 months out from the cruise to want to inquire. All y'all hoes that saw the video, saw us on the cruise having an amazing time, now is the time for you to sign up for the cruise. That way, girl, they only taking $80 a month, $73 a month, $119 a month for you to pay her off. See, that's what's wrong with some of y'all. You bring problems and financial hardship on yourself because people give y'all the information and you sit on it. Now, you know you one of the girls that you got to move stuff around. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell a little piece of puss on the side with some tater salad in order to get your cruise money together. Then you need to be signing your ass the hell up right now. All right? Baby, I'd rather go sleep with Nate and tell his ass I'm in a bind for $119 than to tell him I'm in a bind for $519. That's going to determine what all you got to do. Whether you got to use a hand job, use your mouth, or give it all to him. Okay? Like I said, sign up now. And you might not have to call Nate and say, I'm in a bind, Nate. Because all y'all old hoes over 50 got a nigga in y'all background named Nate. Some of y'all got a husband and a Nate. That's all right, girl. We know your husband got laid off all that while and you held the household down. We ain't going to tell your husband how you held it down. That you called Nate and told Nate that you was I'm in a bind, Nate. I don't know how many black men husbands watching this, but I want y'all to know y'all wives ain't shit. Okay? We always want to bash the men, and since I hate black women, let me tell they secret. For all the husbands listening, your wife got a Nate in her phone. It's an old boyfriend. Most times it be that old boyfriend from high school. It be that old boyfriend. It be the one that she married you for, but she really should have got with him. It be a married man down to her job. It be her old supervisor from when she worked at rallies. Okay. It be her brother homeboy that used to like her when she was a debutante. They all got a name. Look at that in the comments. They in the Colette said, Funky, please stop telling our business. I'm telling the real business. And sometimes it be your damn brother. Okay? Somebody about ladies, deny. Fellas, I'm telling y'all, when y'all go through hard times and y'all wife just rub y'all back and keep cooking and she be rubbing y'all, telling y'all everything gonna be all right. It damn sure is, because she finna call Nate to tell him she in a bag. And he gonna bind her ass up like a presser. But that's all right though, because that mortgage gonna miraculously get paid. Y'all fellas be standing around talking about, and I got a good woman. You know, she don't pay no bills, but if I fall on hard times, she fill in the gap, and she never once complained. I bet she did fill in the gap. So did Nate, because she was in a bind. Okay, I'm just telling y'all. Fall into the gap. I got a whole bunch of y'all right now. Husband gonna be looking at y'all good homeboy real sideways, because y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. I went to Birmingham this weekend. Y'all know my boyfriend lives in Birmingham. I moved to Atlanta to be closer to him and for a job or whatever. And more times than not, he drives to Atlanta, and he has a dog as well. He comes here or whatever. And a couple months ago, my cousin Tina invited me to Huntsville for her son's prom reveal. And when I did that 3-hour drive to Huntsville, it made me realize two things. It made me realize, oh, Q, driving these little 2 and 3 hours to Alabama really ain't bad at all, to the point where you could see your family and stuff more often. But the bigger thing is that I had to call my boyfriend when I got home, and I told him, I was like, if I never told you this before, me doing this drives from Huntsville really showed me physically how much you put into this relationship by traveling here. If I'm being honest, guys, I've only been to Birmingham twice. And the 2 times that I went to Birmingham, I was living in Miami, and I've flown. Every other time, and always on the regular, he comes here. So after I did the Huntsville thing, just out of reciprocity and respect, I was like, no, it's my turn to go to you. Whatever. So I packed the dogs up and I went to I went to Birmingham this weekend. And I'm going to tell y'all something. This was the whole point I wanted to say this. I don't know what it is, and maybe y'all can help me dissect this in the comments. I have more fun in the small cities like Huntsville and Birmingham than I do in Atlanta and Miami. And I need y'all to break this down for me, because I'm not quite understanding all of it. But there is a level of blackness, just down home Southern blackness, that I'm able to tap into when I go to Huntsville and when I go to Birmingham. And when I'm in both of those spaces, I find myself around Black people who they not trying to do too much. They not trying to be what they're not. They not trying to be highfalutin. They just like, girl, you finna get this polo dress and these slides. All right. They like, you finna get this belly, this ponytail, and this t-shirt tied to the back, and this jean skirt. When I go to those places, they're like, girl, you finna get these 1997 fashions, but you finna get a good laugh and a good meal. And it's just something about, I was telling my boyfriend, I said, listen, I know you prefer to come to Atlanta because it's the bigger city and I've got the bigger domicile and all that. I said, but I like getting out of Atlanta for the weekend, and I'm having more fun being in Birmingham. Saturday night, we went to 4 places in Birmingham. We went to 8th and Denim, or Denim and 8th. One of those. Shouts out to Taria, the manager, or the owner. I'm sorry. I walked in. She was very nice. Shouts out to Taria. I will be back. 8th and Denim. Then we went to Jazzy's on 55th. Then we went to Alibi. Then we went to Shack in the back, and we rode past Onyx. We was going to see DJ Slip, but Onyx was just way too crowded. We couldn't find nowhere to park. Y'all, I can't tell y'all the last time I thought it and bopped and went to 4 places in one night. Denim on 7th. Denim on 7th. I cannot tell y'all the last time me and my friends got a car. It was me and my boyfriend and his homegirl, and we bopped around and went to 4 different. I have not done that since college, and just had so much fun. On Sunday, they took me to 1102, and we sat out at 1102. We stayed there for like 3 or 4 hours. It was a cigar bar, and we was just chilling. Connie was out there with the food truck. Connie fed us down to the ground. Shouts out to Connie, and Connie eats out there to the parking lot of 1102. Shouts out to 1102. I had a great time, a great chill time. I will definitely be back, but I enjoy hanging out in Birmingham more than I do in Atlanta or Miami. Now, granted, I can do different things in both of those that I can't get there in Birmingham, but my spirit and my soul resides with the energy that exists in Birmingham, Alabama, and in Huntsville, Alabama. I like how everywhere we went, it was somebody selling a plate of food. Everybody knew everybody. I felt safe. It just was a great thing. So shouts out to Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all definitely will be inheriting a new part-time resident, because I loved everything out there in Birmingham. Or whatever. They say do a down to the bar Birmingham. I would do a down to the bar Birmingham, but y'all got to convince me that it's enough people. Birmingham, y'all got to convince me that it's enough people to do a down to the bar Birmingham, and then I'll let that be done. All right, let's get into the stories. I want to preface this episode by saying I compile all the stories, y'all, and this is going to be the mental health episode of Funky Dineva Live, because a lot of the stories deal with a lot of celebrities and some crazy ass mental health. First up on the agenda, you know, we are so busy here in the Western world dealing with the deportation stuff and dealing with, you know, all of that, and dealing with our day-to-day politics, that many of us may have forgotten or chose to forget or just overlooked that there is a whole war going over there in Iran and Gaza. And I want to already tell y'all something. I am already overstimulated, overpopulated, over-seminated, everinated, and melanated at the same time. I don't have the bandwidth to even keep up with this. Donald Trump tweeted, Iran should have signed the deal. I told them to sign. What a shame and a waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Now, I'm not going to pretend to know what this means. I'm not going to pretend to know what this means. So the first thing I did was call Amanda Seals. I called Amanda, and she didn't answer the phone. I sent her a text message, and I told her that I need to have her on the show this week, because there is a lot going over there in Iran, in Israel, and Tehran, apparently. And I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I know what's going on. I know when to hold and when to fold. I know that this is not my area of expertise, so I'm not even going to speak on it. I'm going to call Amanda and let her come on and do what needs to be done. And I'm going to jump stories really quickly, because I'm going to jump stories really quickly with this Iran story, because there's another story that this is the one that I wanted to do. Copy. This is the story that I wanted to do with all that Iran stuff. But lady, the news lady got bombed. I mean, a missile hit the doggone people while the lady was delivering the news. Israel airstrike hits Iran state TV headquarters live on air. Studio engulfs the smoke mid-broadcast. Take a look. Don't bomb the lady. Down to the job. The lady just out there trying to... Look. The lady just trying to get the information. That lady didn't go to work today to get blowed up. Look. They don't blow this lady up down to her job. Okay. Now I wonder if the HR offices is still available tomorrow. Can she call in and get some type of FMLA for 8 months because y'all don't blow her the F up down to her job? Baby, if I got blowed the hell up down to my job, even if it wasn't my job fault, baby, I'm going down to the Department of Labor and I am suing everybody, bitch. I am suing Zeus the god on Mount Olympus. If I went, could y'all imagine going to work and getting blowed the fuck up? And I don't know why y'all is in the chat laughing at this lady getting blowed the hell up. Baby, she had on put on her pretty purple with her Toya right bonnet beads to the top. Let me put it back on. She had her Toya right bonnet beads to the top. She had on went real jazzy down there to the job to get blowed the F up to the whole world. Just blow up. Girl, what you running through? The roof is coming down. The roof, where is you running? The roof is coming down. And y'all is sitting over here in this chat laughing. This lady don't got blow the F up. And this is how you know white Jesus ain't real. Because that lady had on her Mary Magdalene clothes. That lady had on her Virgin Mary Magdalene clothes. And she still got blowed the F up. Now, if you can't go to work dressed like the Virgin Mary and experience some level of salvation and peace, where the hell could you go? This lady had on her Virgin Mary Little House on the Prairie clothes and still got blowed the F up. Now, the only positive I see in this situation is because she had 6 yards of fabric wrapped around her head that maybe if the roof had collapsed on her, she wouldn't get no concussion. She was wrapped up tight. One thing we do know is she gonna be clean up under that Mary Magdalene robe after they dig her ass up out that rubble. Nevertheless, we got to pray for them. Something about play it again. I'm not playing it again. But I just want y'all to get y'all life right with God. And y'all better make sure y'all praying to the right one, because the one affiliated with Mary Magdalene got that lady blowed the F up. That's all I'm saying. You might need to reevaluate whatever religion you signed up for, because this lady is affiliated with Mary Magdalene and Virgin Mary, and she got blowed the hell up to her job. So that tells me all I need to know about that Jesus. But I'm going to move right along to our last story in the political corner. Somebody say it ain't nothing funny about it, and it ain't, y'all. But you listen, whether we laugh or not, she got blowed the F up, okay? Us laughing ain't going to swing that casket left or right. And so much going on in the world. If we not gonna laugh, we gonna die. All we could do is get a cheap laugh, or we could get one shot. I feel bad for the people that was blowed up, but I'm glad it ain't my ass. Okay. Donald Trump in the Trump organization unveils a mobile plan and smartphone starting at $4.99, raises concerns of conflict of interest. You think? The Trump organization announced on Monday the launch of a mobile phone service, Trump Mobile, set to debut in September. The business venture, which will be ran by Donald Trump's 2 sons, include a $47.45 per month plan offering unlimited talk, text, and data alongside roadside assistance and telehealth and pharmacy benefits. Additionally, the organization revealed plans to sell a T1 smartphone featuring a gold-colored metal case engraved in an American flag. According to the Trump Mobile website, the plan provides the same coverage as the 3 nationwide phone carriers and highlights U.S.-based customer service. The Trump organization's entry into the phone industry raises concerns about potential conflicts of interest. The president's family business is venturing into a sector of regulated by the federal agencies that Trump himself oversees. This puts Federal Commission FCC Chairman Brendan Carr in a tough position, as he's now responsible for regulating a network associated with the president's name, the Guardian reports. Now, let me tell y'all something. And if y'all don't see this for what this is data mining at its finest. This is that. First of all, he's going to have access to all of that. Since when telehealth, health, and mobile go together? He going to have access to all these people directly and catch these T's. Once he gets that, he no longer needs Twitter. He no longer needs Facebook. He no longer needs any of that because he's got direct access to his idiots to pump whatever information he want to pump to them when he want to pump to them, and whatever information he want to rally their ass whenever he want to mobilize them, and they gonna feel like that man is talking to him directly. This is crazy. Not to mention with Elon Musk and his Starlink internet and cellular service, y'all don't see the connections here. Then Donald Trump having people's socials, credit card numbers, phones, where all their stuff is located to. Do y'all not see the mastermind plan in this? And as far as the phones having coverage with all the three major carriers, I'm not in telecom, but isn't it one of those things where, like, even though you're with T-Mobile, depending on where you are, you're getting your stuff off of AT&T satellites and they getting their stuff off of Sprint satellites, that in the grand scheme of things, it's all shared. Lord. Then after he get, and then watch this, after he get a phone, then he gonna do the Trump phone to get that to all the Social Security welfare folks. It's a whole racket. It's a whole racket. And his MAGA audience, they not gonna see nothing wrong with it. Let Obama would have did this, they would have insurrected the White House 4 times over. Had you let it, they saying, yes, I'm correct with the Roman and stuff. So yeah, it's like they're gonna be able to get a, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good. Then you know he's going to award his son some type of government contracts. He's going to have all people's data and information. This is just not good. And this, we got to scratch below the surface. This is more sinister than it appears on the surface. We're going to move right along. Y'all, this next story is happy and heavy at the same time. My ignorance is about to be exposed, but 109 kids were rescued and 244 men and women arrested and charged in a Texas sex trafficking and child pornography ring. Offenders got to kids through the internet and video games. Some were never even reported missing. Take a listen.
A successful roundup of alleged child sex offenders, but it also shows how widespread that crime is in North Texas. The Dallas FBI office, along with some of the 70 law enforcement agencies that all participated, announced the results of what they called Operation Soteria Shield. Here's our JD Miles.
These are the faces of the 244 men and women charged with exploiting children for the purpose of sex trafficking or pornography. It's the end of a month-long investigation by federal and local law enforcement of a crime that authorities say is a year-round problem.
The numbers of offenders arrested and the children rescued in this operation are stunning. It's stunning to hear them repeated here.
109 children were rescued by Operation Soteria Shield, which began in April.
During this operation, many of the children recognized or rescued were previously unidentified. They'd never been reported missing. They had never had their abuse known.
Authorities are calling it a successful roundup of alleged child sex offenders.
I'm so sorry, guys. I was on mute. So here is the thing that gets me with this story. And y'all are going to have to pardon my ignorance when it comes to this sex trafficking and this human trafficking stuff. They said over 109 kids were rescued. And I'm thinking that they were going to tell us this was a 3-year operation. Or I'm thinking that they were going to tell us this was a multi-year, multi-state operation. This was a 1-month operation in Texas. So with that being said, number one, I wonder how many more kids would they have rescued had the operation been longer? If this was just in a portion of Texas, guys, then that suggests that there could be thousands upon thousands of kids missing. I think so many times we live in our bubbles that I am so far removed from this sex trafficking and smuggling kids stuff that I honestly thought that it really wasn't that big of a problem. I don't understand this. Are people do people go to like a prostitute house to buy the kids to have sex with them? Do people hide the kids in their house and make them indentured servants? How much do the kids go for? Who is having sex with the kids? Is it all sex work? It's just so much I want to know when it comes to the kids and whatnot with this sex stuff. Then on top of that, 244 something people. Now, some of y'all finna get ready to get mad with me, and I'm finna say this shit out. I'm finna say this shit out loud with my whole chest. If you are a parent with a child under the age of, I'm gonna say 16. If you are a parent with a child under the age of 16, and your child has a cell phone with unfettered internet access, them iPads, they have access to the adult internet, you the problem. You the problem. Your child should not have the ability whatsoever to be able to communicate with people in the outside world. Secondly, and I know this exists because my sister got it on my nephew. If you got a child under the age of 16 and their phone don't mirror directly to yours, you sick. You sick. There's no reason no child under the age of 16. And 16, I'm just being a little generous because I know that at 16, we started hunching and you don't necessarily want your parents in all your business. I think 16 is a healthy enough age to turn their ass loose with that cell phone because they're going to be down to the school hunching in the stairwell and skipping school and hunching behind the portables anyway. But anything under 16, the minute your child phone texts, your phone should text. The minute your child go on whatever they go on, it should go off on your phone. I'm not understanding. Some of y'all ghetto ass mamas think that it's cool that your little 9-year-old got an iPhone and a pair of Jordans and they got unfettered access to the internet. Whatever happened to your children, it's on you. I don't know nothing about that Roblox shit. I don't know about it. But I know if mine had it, I'm going in there in the settings feature and I'm disabling the talk part. Bitch, you don't need to talk to nobody and that ain't in this house. That's what I bought you 2 extra controllers for, so your cousins could come over here and play. I got tired of y'all talking about it's my turn, my turn. I went and bought 2 more of them damn controllers. Okay? You don't need to talk to nobody who ain't in this damn room. Y'all got the information. I don't gave y'all the information. And if you the type of bitch that's sitting up looking at me, tell you what the age and stuff should be on the phone, and you don't go check your kid's phone, you's a sorry bitch. You just sorry and lazy. And you lazy. And I ain't even got kids. And I know how to tell y'all how to raise y'all little crumb snatchers better than what the hell you doing. Because I'm sorry. It ain't no reason nobody who watch after their kids the way they supposed to be, that their kids should be able to fall victim to being lured somewhere off the internet. Because, baby, any ones I got, they internet only going to go to YouTube Kids. They internet only going to YouTube Kids. Outside of that, I don't see where else it need to go. And maybe get him a little Amazon shopping cart. Outside of that, I don't know where else it need to go. Moving right along. I want to know, do y'all think this is a sad story or it's a fitting story? So there's a 15-year-old student at James Madison High School in Brooklyn. And this student says he is now being bullied over false sexual assault claims that was already proven untrue. Nige Hunter was accused last fall of sexually hazing a teammate during locker room horseplay. The school reacted fast, firing the coach, canceling the JV team season, and having Hunter and 2 other students arrested. But once it hit court, video evidence showed the allegations were false. The judge even questioned why the case was brought forward. Now, before y'all cry for him, Argentina, I got a hand hold of the video. And in the video, he is seen pulling off the pants and hazing another child. And because he pulled the child's pants down and that parent reported it, that's how it became a sexual assault claim. And now the kid's calling his ass Diddy and leaving baby oil to his locker. Now they leaving baby oil down to his locker. And now he said he's being a bully. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of feeling like or thinking that I don't feel no ways tied. Take a look.
This is really big.
So he's pulling the boy in the blue. He's pulling his pants down. And this kid is saying this is really heavy. Because he's hitting him and hazing him. Hitting him and hazing him. They pull off his shoe. And now they're pulling his pants down. So it's the kid who was pulling his pants down. Now he's hollering about he's being bullied and they're calling him Diddy and putting baby oil on his cabinet. I think he deserves it. I think it's healthy. I think he deserves it. The bullying was fine when he was inflicting it upon somebody else. When you thought somebody else was at the receiving end of the bullying, you were fine. You and your mammy should have just took this one on the chin. Now your mammy wants somebody to give you protections down to the school for bullying, the same bullying that you did to somebody else's child. And at least with you, it's not physical. They just leaving baby oil at your locker and calling you Diddy, but you brought it on yourself. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. School, as a matter of fact, school out. Ride the summer out. And so, no, somebody said the coaches was involved. No, the coaches were not involved, but the coach was fired. And I guess from a liability perspective, someone is saying an adult should have been in this room with these kids wherein that this could not happen. He violated that child. You deserve to be called Diddy. This too shall pass. I think at the very end of the day, everybody knows you didn't do anything super sexual or whatever. You'll survive. Transfer his school. It's going to follow him. It's going to follow him. That's going to be your new nickname. And then you're going to go to college. You're going to be 27 years old. And you're going to be like, why everybody call you Diddy? And it's going to be like, because I did a stupid prank. And that's just going to be your permanent nickname. You will survive. You will survive. But it's time, y'all. Y'all parents, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all parents with them punk ass kids, it's time y'all stop intervening when the universe puts something on y'all kids' ass, especially shit that they brought on themselves. That's why these kids grow up to be so entitled, because y'all always want to circumvent the goddamn consequences. He will survive. Which one of us didn't go to high school and get called names or get a nickname or have an embarrassing story? His ass will survive. And y'all need to let him reap every ounce of what it is his ass is being called. Moving right along. Chrissette Michelle reveals that she's been diagnosed with autism as severely autistic, and she says her life finally makes sense. Chrissette says, I just learned I'm autistic. Michelle wrote in an Instagram post adding that her doctor has categorized her as severely autistic. Reflecting on the news, Michelle shared that her diagnosis has helped her make sense of her life challenges. My life and its challenges finally make sense. So much sense, autistic. Would you get a load of that? She continued. And here's what's weird. Now that she's saying it out loud, I see it. Now that she's saying it out loud, though, I do kind of see it in the way she acts. But I have a question for y'all because I've been questioning this. I have an older family member. That's in their mid to late 60s. And while I'm not a doctor, I know for a fact that this person is autistic or on the spectrum, but they don't know it. When we were growing up as kids, we were not allowed to chew bubble gum around this person because they didn't like the sound. This person would not drive on the expressway. And if she had to get on the expressway, she would scream at all of us because it made her super nervous. Even if you go pick this person up right now to give them a ride, they specify, do not take me on the expressway. Younger kids in the family, she would get upset if they had beads in their hair. One day, one of my little cousins was going to get her hair done, and this person screamed, "No beads! No beads!" Okay? This person also said to me one time when they moved into their new home that they were going to get a different shower curtain because they didn't like the round shower curtain. That round shower curtains looked dirty to them, that they were getting a straight shower curtain. Said person also has a strict routine they must stick to. They came to visit my house, and on Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they started cleaning up, saying that they needed to do their work or whatever. So in listening to this, this person is definitely on the spectrum. The question that I have for y'all is, during the time that this person grew up, you know, that's when Black people were ashamed about mental illness and all of this. And this person is going all their lives not thinking anything was wrong with them. Do I reveal this information to this person? And do I say, hey, I believe this may be what's going on with you? They can take it one of two ways. They can be like Chrissette Michelle and say, oh, wow, I just had an epiphany and now my life makes sense. Or I could be dropping an atom bomb in somebody's life that, quite frankly, I'm not qualified to even drop. So what do you guys think I should do? I was thinking about leaving a pamphlet that has all of the symptoms on their car. I was thinking about just putting the pamphlet on their car and letting them arrive at the conclusion on their own. So over what a lot of people are saying, no. Some people are saying leave the pamphlet. I think leaving the pamphlet is the right thing to do. Just leave the pamphlet. But somebody said, D Moore said, by this time, no, don't do it. Some people say yes, reveal. You know, I don't know what to do. I'm very conflicted. I just feel like this person would be offended because I know how this person speaks about other people that have mental stuff. I feel like they would be offended, but I also feel like it could make their life make sense to them if they even question if they're different than everyone. I don't know. Speaking of further mental illness, guys, Justin Bieber's private text got released to somebody. In a heated text conversation with somebody who hasn't been identified, Bieber doesn't hold back defending his anger, drawing firm boundaries, and shutting the door down in this friendship. Take a look. So Justin writes, quit asking me if I'm okay. Quit asking me how am I doing. I don't do that to you because if I know how life is for all of us, it's hard. Let's encourage our people not to project insecurities onto one another. Your concern does not come off as care. It's oppressive, weirdo. So Justin writes to the person, I thought you were a pussy, which is why I always kept my distance, but I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. This confirms you were the pussy I always thought you were. Please leave me alone. The person writes, I'm a pussy. Justin writes, blocking you now. The person writes, I'm not used to someone lashing out at me. It's not that I don't see and feel your anger. Justin writes, ouch. This friendship is officially over. I will never accept a man calling my anger lashing out. Excuse me. I enjoyed our short-lived relationship. I wasn't kidding when I told you I don't need you as a friend. I have good friends who will respect these boundaries. I will never suppress my emotions for someone. Conflict is part of a relationship. If you don't like my anger, you don't like me. My anger is a response to pain I've been through. Asking a traumatized person not to be traumatized is simply mean, and I'm here to tell y'all that Justin Bieber is simply full of shit. Justin Bieber is simply full of shit. Y'all talking about he's growing up? No, absolutely not. Justin Bieber is wrong as hell in this situation. Justin Bieber is wrong as all hell in this situation. The person told him, I'm not used to people lashing out like me. Quote unquote, bitch, who you talking to? I'm not used to people going off on me. And because he's being called out for going off on somebody, he's trying to manipulate the other person into accepting that abuse. Talking about, I will not accept a grown man calling my anger lashing out. That's exactly what it is. And you're trying to convince somebody that what you did was okay, and it is not. And it's not. And this is how, though, these guys in these rich positions manipulate their little minions. And it's just a matter of the person on the receiving end. Do they want to be a minion or not? Do they want to be a Pat Houston? Now, more times than not, the minions fall in line. Then they know where and where not to press. And they know in order for me to be around Justin, I have to accept his bad behavior. Just don't say nothing about it. That's how they form their little groups of minions. I'm hoping this person, see, y'all didn't see the part where Justin leveraged his relationship with the person. People always said you were this, but I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. So a weak-minded young boy is going to come back and say, no, I'm really not pussy. Let me prove to you how much of a pussy I'm not to be in your good graces. The more I ignore your bad behavior, the more I'm proving to you that I'm not a pussy. That's how that male-to-male, peer-to-peer manipulation goes. That's how that male-to-male peer manipulation. Men are such simple, stupid characters. The worst thing you can do is tell a man he's less than a man, then he want to prove it to the other men. They're so lame. So I'm so glad I'm not one of them. But that's how it goes. They say I'm wrong on this one. I don't know. I don't think I'm wrong. Am I wrong? They say Justin in the right. They said Justin is a victim of rape. We may or may not know that. No, they saying I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong. They saying I'm definitely not wrong. Everybody's saying I'm right. I mean, no, you're not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong either. I think I interpreted it the way Justin. Okay, yeah, y'all had me confused. Now I thought sometimes I get it wrong, and I ain't scared to clear it up. I ain't scared to clear it up if I get it wrong. All right, y'all. Moving right along, honey. We got 2 more mental illness stories, child. The next one is Hakeem Lyons, bitch. Bryshere Gray. Best known as Hakeem Lyons. Baby, they say Hakeem Lyons from Empire is facing new assault and battery charges in Chesapeake, Virginia. According to police, the charge was filed by a private citizen and is not the result of the arrest. Gray previously made headlines in 2020 after being arrested in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, I don't know if because y'all females is part of the straight community, if y'all really know what all going on with him, but I'm finna let y'all in on something. Something is gravely wrong with this boy. He is on OnlyFans and he is on Twitter right now doing so many different things to his booty hole. Okay. He gay baits to the masses. I follow him on Twitter just so I could keep up. This boy bends over on OnlyFans and spreads his booty hole and says, I'm waiting for daddy to eat it. I'm waiting for daddy to lick this. Don't you want to come all in my pussy? These are things. I'm finna show it to y'all right now. See, the first thing first, it said caution, adult content, please beware. Let me see. I can't even click one of his posts because every single post is saying adult content. Let me pull it from my phone real quick. Let me pull it. 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 Bryshere Gray. I mean, real nasty down to the thing. Oh, you guys, you know what? He deleted everything. Praise the Lord for him. Okay, hold on. Watch this. Bryshere Gray nude images. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, all y'all got to do right now, just go to Bryshere Gray nude on Instagram. I mean, on Google. Just go to Bryshere Gray. And then I'm gonna have to cut this at the Bryshere Gray story and re-upload her. But yeah, I'm gonna have to re-upload her. Just go to Bryshere Gray and go to Bryshere Gray and hit Bryshere Gray nude. Do it right now on Twitter. And then next mental health story. We got to go on over here to Dr. Umar daughter. Take a listen.
Another thing, Umar, you're not getting a happy Father's Day out of me, you fucking fat monkey bitch. You ain't been in my life for all these years, but you get on the internet talking about some, oh, no snow bunnies. Fuck out of here, dickhead. You're not getting shit. And another thing, Umar, you're not.
Listen, honey, the mental illness stories is running rampant down to this internet, okay? Down to this thing. Look, y'all, this last story that I'm gonna get on out of here because I gotta edit this video and re-upload it since Bryshere Gray trying to mess up my income. Bravo reportedly considers canceling the Real Housewives franchise after Brit Eady's $20 million lawsuit. They wanted drama, now they got court dates. Bravo, NBC Universal is reportedly debating whether to shut down the entire Real Housewives franchise following a $20 million lawsuit from newcomer Brit Eady. A move one insider claims has pushed Bravo into full crisis mode. Eady filed the lawsuit after her castmate Kenya Moore allegedly humiliated her on camera with the blurred, sexually explicit poster titled "Who Is This Hoe?" She accused the network of defamation, emotional distress, and creating a hostile work environment. According to Rob Shooter suspect, Bravo refused to let Eady preview the poster before airing, despite her repeated requests. They wanted drama, now they've got court dates, said a source close to Eady. Moore was cut from the season and may not return, with additional legal battles involving Bethany Frankel, Leah McSweeney. One exec told Shula that every cast member is a legal liability. Bravo has become an embarrassment to NBC Universal. Listen, Brit Eady handled this whole thing wrong. I don't know if it's because she came on the show faking and flogging, and now she just don't like the way that she's being portrayed, and her personality and her ego just can't take it. I don't know. She played this opportunity wrong. There's just no world. Listen, Real Housewives of Atlanta is the creme de la creme of reality TV positions to be in. And to be a housewife on Bravo is the highest crown one could wear in the reality TV world. You couldn't see the forest for the trees. You're not getting $20 million. And I don't know how anybody, as many girls in Atlanta, want to get on this platform. I don't see how you could not see the forest for the trees and work this platform. How did you get on here and let what the fans say and the way that people reading you in the comments and stuff, you let that get to you so bad that you lost the bigger picture. You lost the bigger picture. You didn't see where you start the businesses of it all and use this as a platform to market your businesses. You didn't see the Candy Burris of it all. You didn't see the Nene Leakes of it all, where you take this and go on to become an actress and do all these different things across Hollywood. You didn't see that. You didn't see the Cynthia Bailey of it all, where you sit on here for so long and you go buy a lake house somewhere. You did not see any of that. Baby, I wouldn't give a damn if I got on a show that paid like that. Them hoes could embarrass me left and right, and just as long as my check clear, I'd cry about it and go shopping. And that's just true tea. Now you stuck over there with that man with them big nipples and them titties that's shaped like an eggplant, and ain't got no money, and they ain't got no insurance license, and ain't finna get no money out of them. You are hurt and embarrassed, and you let that get the best of you, and you let some money hungry lawyer who's just quick to have their name associated with this losing case. You can't come back next season. Some people can't see the forest for the trees. This little bit of money you finna get out of this don't compare to what it could have been had you decided to come back on the show. The hardest part is landing the show. You landed the show. Now keep the damn job. All you needed was 3 seasons before you really started making money. But this is a result, in my opinion, of what happens in Atlanta when people fake like they that girl. Because that girl, for real, that girl, she wouldn't have had the fake and flash that would have led to your embarrassment, and she damn sure wouldn't have folded. The bitch that's that girl for real, she wouldn't have folded. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm going to call y'all later. Bye.